Hey guys, in this video, we're gonna be talking all about how to get real estate leads without cold calling. Hey guys, in this video, we're gonna be talking all about how to get real estate leads without cold calling. I know a lot of people hate cold calling. In fact, I'm really not a huge fan of doing cold calling myself. However, don't forget that you can always hire somebody to do the cold calling for you. But in this video, we're going to break down some of the other ways to go about getting real estate leads without cold calling. So if you don't know who I am, my name is David Dodge. I am a Midwest, St. Louis, Missouri, born and raised investor, and I love flipping houses. In fact, I've flipped over 600 houses in the last 5 years. I also love fixing and flipping properties as well as adding properties to my rental portfolio. And as of today, this video right now, I have about 50 rental properties, so I'm doing okay. Now, but I really want to focus on this video though is how to go about getting real estate leads without the cold calling. And I mentioned already that, if you don't want to do those cold calling efforts, you can always hire somebody to do those efforts for you. In fact, I have 3 part-time 20-hour a week virtual assistants that do the cold calling for me. So we basically are doing about 60 hours of cold calling a week, but I'm not doing any of that myself. So don't forget that you can always outsource these efforts. But there is literally hundreds of ways to go about getting real estate leads without cold calling, regardless of if you're doing it or if somebody else is doing it. You can essentially not do it at all, right? So let's talk about some of these other ways to go about getting real estate leads without cold calling. So one of my favorite ways to go about getting real estate leads is to drive for dollars and build a list and then send direct mail. Now you're gonna spend a little bit of money every time you send a postcard or a letter. So this is probably not going to be the most cost-effective approach. However, it will eliminate you from having to do the outbound cold calling. So direct mail is one of my favorite methods, and the best lists to mail to are the lists that you make on your own via driving for dollars. How do you drive for dollars? You literally get in your car. You can do it by yourself or you can bring a friend. And you literally drive up and down neighborhoods in your area and you find houses that are showing signs of distress, right? They may have boarded up windows, overgrown bushes, peeling or chipping paint, may have gutters falling off, may have tarps on the roof, so on and so forth. So by sending direct mail is a very, very good approach. It's time tested and it works. All right, so some other methods to go about getting real estate leads without cold calling is cold texting. Maybe you just don't like that calling part. Well, you can generate leads or get your own leads from Driving for Dollars, or even pull your own lists of leads from several places online. And then once you get those leads, you can skip trace them and get their phone numbers, and you can actually cold text these individuals. And I basically have one guy on my team that is dedicated to cold texting, and he works anywhere from 3 to 5 hours a day doing outbound cold texting. Now, it will require you to have their phone number, so you either need to pull leads like for sale by owner leads, that the numbers are basically given, or you would need to pull leads or generate your own leads and then go skip trace those leads to get those numbers. So number one way we talked about was direct mail. Number 2, another method would be cold texting. Another method to get leads that we really like and do a lot of this is bandit signs, right? Bandit signs are those signs that you see at the exit ramps of highways or major boulevards, or maybe at intersections, on telephone poles, or maybe just staked in the ground. And they're basically just signs that say "We buy houses" with a phone number, or maybe even "We buy houses" in an email address or a website. I prefer the phone number, but it doesn't really matter. So bandit signs are another great way. Now, bandit signs are going to require you to go out and place these signs or staple them up onto these telephone poles. Again, you can outsource these activities, which I really like. Some other really great ways to go about getting real estate leads without cold calling are building a website and doing SEO to the website. And on that website, having a phone number or a web form that somebody can fill out that then sends you or your team an email. Now, if you really want to take that to the next level, you can do AdWords or pay-per-click marketing, right? And I've actually outsourced my AdWords to a third-party company, but we do AdWords and pay-per-click marketing to our website. We get tons of leads that way, and those leads typically are better leads than the cold calling leads anyway. So we talked about direct mail, we talked about cold texting, we talked about bandit signs. Now we're talking about pay-per-click and AdWords. And there's even other ways, right? So you could run ads on, let's say, Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube. And those ads could be directed to motivated sellers to get them to call a phone number, or maybe even push them to a website where, again, they can fill out a form. And when you're running these ads, it's kind of pay-per-click in a way, but it's actually a little different. It's just running ads on social media networks, whereas I look as pay-per-click more on Google or Bing specifically, all right? These are also great ways to go about getting real estate leads. Now, there's other things you can do. One of the most cost-effective ways to get deals, that is really one of my favorite ways, is just to market your business to all your friends and family. Literally, go on Facebook or your favorite social media platform and let every single person know that you buy houses. Guys, do not keep your business a secret, okay? Let everybody you know, all your friends, all your family, all your acquaintances, let them know that you buy houses. That way, if they come across somebody that has a house, or maybe they have a house that they need to sell, they will immediately know that you are the person to talk to. So networking is literally one of my favorite ways to go about finding real estate leads. Let people know that you're in the business of buying houses, right? So to recap, direct mail, cold texting, bandit signs, build a website and do SEO or pay-per-click, PPC. Run ads on social media like Facebook and Instagram and YouTube to get people to call you or fill out your landing pages. All right, now there are truly hundreds of ways to go about finding or getting real estate leads without cold calling. And I've just mentioned a couple of those ways in this video. Some additional ways that we have used in the past are billboards. Go get a good deal on a billboard, or get a radio ad. Contact your local radio station, go sit down with them, record an ad, and negotiate a good price for them to run those ads. All right? At the end of the day, all of the real estate marketing and leads are either going to be an inbound call to you or an outbound call to them. That's really what all of the marketing sums up. Even if somebody fills out a web form, they're giving you their information in a phone number. You have to then call them. So at the end of the day, the final result should be getting this individual, this motivated seller, this lead on the phone. So there is literally hundreds of ways to market your business to get people to call you. You can place ads in your local classifieds. If you want to do television, television's actually not that expensive. And you can actually run television commercials to get people informed that you are an investor in a local home buyer. Guys, so there is literally hundreds of ways. In this video, I've mentioned, maybe 6 or 8 ways that I like to use to find these real estate leads without cold calling. However, I also have cold callers. I hate cold calling. I don't want to do that. But again, there are ways to outsource it for $5 or $6 or $7 an hour to have somebody else do that. And if you truly don't want anything to do with cold calling, not personally or managing people to do it for you, there are other approaches, guys. Head on over to freewholesalecourse.com to learn some of my favorite methods and also see me use these methods in my business. Again, that website is freewholesalecourse.com. It is going to show you tons of different ways to go about marketing to motivated sellers. Guys, if you learned something in this video, hit that like button and drop a comment. Let me know what you learned. And if you want more videos like this, hit that subscribe button for me as well. Do not fret if you hate cold calling. Trust me, I'm right there with you. I don't like doing it, but there are other ways to go about getting real estate leads without cold calling. Again, head on over to freewholesalecourse.com to learn all about those additional ways. Thanks for watching, guys.